Alright, so I was able to get this secondary battery in there. It's basically just another battery. Let's see what it says. Maintenance required. Oh, I need to change the oil. Okay, put it in drive. I'm still in parking. See the P right there. Let's put it in drive, or I'm actually reverse. There we go. That's what I wanted to see here. 32.3. So I was getting like 22 on that all the time. So I ended up adding about 10 miles per gallon. You can see that it's charging there. And so the battery I installed was refurbished from a bunch of cells that I ended up buying off a gentleman. And so one thing that I wanted to show was I just drove about 30 miles or so, and I averaged 37.3 miles per gallon, which is the most this thing's ever gotten. Prior to adding that second battery cell, and I'll show it to you here in a second, I ended up averaging about 31 or so is what that number would read. Let's look at this trip information. There we go. So, oh, it tells you by the minute. So, I guess it wasn't 30 miles. The previous was only about 12, 13 miles that I drove or whatnot. And so, what the hell? What is this? Oh, it's scary. What are you up to?
Not too much. You got a 14 millimeter.
All right, so for at least a few minutes, I was getting 60 miles an hour. Now this was going about 60 miles an hour. Let's see if it tells me what the average. Oh, it doesn't tell me what the average speed was. Cruise range. Oh, it tells you there, but I just moved it like a couple hundred feet or so. Let's see what this thing says. Trip information history. There we go. So these are a little more realistic, if you will. So slowly, actually, I'm getting better gas mileage. And it's possible that this was actually before I ended up putting that new battery in there, because I did reset the system. But now it's doing really good, and I was getting the check engine light on, and now I'm not. So something improved. Oh, let me show you what I mean by the new battery. Give me a second. So the car is still on, but let me show you what I mean by the new battery. And I just took all these components out. That's the part that goes in the front, and here's the part that goes in the trunk. And then you can see there's one cell there. I did put all the paneling back because of the fan. The fan blows, sucks air in from this vent. It goes into this tube, out that tube, it sucks in there, and it blows it into the rest of the battery. And so I did put the fan back together. There it is. This is the fan out of a Lexus, and then you can see these two are for the Prius and also the Camry. But I do have the two batteries there, and what I ended up doing, you can actually see I ended up accidentally touching one of the cables and grounded it out, scorched it. It wasn't a big deal. It burned my terminal, and that was it. But I do have mine. I believe this is, I think this is a positive, and that's a negative. And in the back, I have a positive up top and a negative in the bottom. I don't have my voltmeter with me, but I did just go ahead and connect them. So you can see this gray wire and this yellow wire, and they're just connected in parallel up front. Well, technically they go in here, but they technically go right there. And then they go into the other battery, and I just connected them right there. And the same thing is true about these two. You can see that there's a yellow wire and a gray wire, and they have to be like maybe like a 10 gauge, because I just cut the extension cord off of garbage disposal, and it's a little thicker. I don't think it was a 12. It was either a 12 or a 10 gauge, and then I just wired them back there. So let me show you what I mean. Oh, this is a little more obvious. Yeah, you can see where I wired them, right here and right here. And of course, I don't have any problems touching the metal here. I don't even. Oh, actually, yeah. I think if I touch them both, it'll give you just a tiny little zap. In fact, I had to do it twice. I couldn't even tell if it was zapping me or not. But it's just a tiny little zap. Now, if I were to bring a piece of copper from this point right here over to here, it'll cause that charring. Like that happened. My hands are full of mud because I was doing a main water line. But I don't have any of the relays over here connected, and down the road, in reality, it does need to be connected so that the relays turn on and off. So right now I'm basically bypassing the relays and just charging straight off of this battery onto that one. But if one of those cells goes bad, you have the transformer, or the voltage, what is it called, the voltage sensor, which is what sits here. Oh, I don't even have it in there. Is it in there? No, I didn't even put it in, because the one this battery came with is no good, but that one is plugged in. That's what that box is over there, and it's got the hole right here. That hole's over there. So
You got there.
I set up 2 batteries. So it's got 2 hybrid batteries in there.
Oh, okay.
It added an extra 10 miles to the gallon for this thing. It gave me an extra 10 miles to the gallon.
Oh, yeah?
To have the second battery in there. And so it's all charging both of them, but it also uses both of them to run. So it's going from like 22 to 32 miles per gallon. Yeah. On average. On the freeway, it's giving me like 40 miles to the gallon or so. But that's great, because a lot of people are saying their batteries get 45. One thing that I do want to do is set up the new wire harness, which is the harness that connects your voltage regulator, that part that I just mentioned back here. And basically what it does, it reads every other pair of batteries. So I would replace the voltage sensor and replace the harness that connects to that sensor. And that's really it. So it'd be great to get with somebody to do an aftermarket connector from these to this and split it into a Y, you know. But anyways, it's worked out pretty good. And like I said, I just used like a 10 gauge wire, multi-strand. That's all. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.